All right, there we go. I'm sorry about that, y'all. Y'all know I don't do StreamYard. Um, let me wait till it boot up here. How you doing, Grace Gines? Good to see you in the house. Let's see. I think we got it. I think we on and popping. Let's see. I could not fix that. Hey, what's how you doing, Shanae Moss? Hey, Princess Pamela's World. Can y'all see me? Give me a thumbs up if you can see me and you can hear me. Okay, y'all know I don't do StreamYard like at all, but I just wanted to make sure you can see me, hear me before I go to running my mouth because I want to try my hardest to make this fairly quick. I wasn't ready, but it is what it is. So, okay, so everybody can hear me. Good deal. Good job. And I know I probably sound far away. I'm gonna get that a lot because I don't have a mic on, and my mic is still in my luggage. So I apologize for that. All right, everybody in the house. I'm gonna get right into it because once the replay come, I don't want a whole bunch of folks having to listen through my nonsense, and we're gonna get right to it. So I'm gonna get right to it. And actually, the reason I'm doing a stream yard is because if we end up having a question, I'll bring you in here because this is a little important. So this is what this is about. Whether you believe in them or not, okay, let's be for real. Whether you believe in the holiday season or not, whether you believe in the holidays, that's immaterial. That has nothing to do with what we're talking about right now. What we're talking about is it is the holiday season for those who do celebrate these holidays. Whether you do or you don't, whether you like it or you don't, you will have to deal with the traffic of the people that's traveling on the highways for the next good 3 to 4 months. With that being said, last year we had a situation where the expressway was shut down due to several ice storms and crashes. Correct me if I'm wrong, was it like 3 days, 4 days? People were literally stuck on the highways with their families for almost a week. Inside of these cars, people did not have food, water, preparation, and nobody was there to help them. They told them, there's nothing we can do for y'all. Some people took it upon themselves, some heroes, some volunteers stood up and single-handedly walked out and got these people, as many people as they could, water, food. But if you're single-handedly trying to be a hero, there were hundreds, if not thousands, of cars on the highway for endless miles. Who do you give your food to, right? So the people, I commend the heroes that just tried, but at the same time, that is not your responsibility. It's our own responsibility to leave this house prepared every single day. You don't leave the house with no drawers on. That's a bad example. I just came from Walmart. I just came from Walmart about an hour ago. That's not true. So let's change that whole example. Okay, when you leave the house, you take your wallet. You don't leave the house without money. You don't leave the house without your cell phone. We're gonna leave the drawers alone. You, because I know a lot of people leave out of here without no drawers on. Anyway, you don't leave without money, and you don't leave without your cell phone. Period. You won't do it. You'll go all the way to work 10, 20, 30 miles away. Soon as you get out the parking lot, you start looking for your phone and realize you left it on the sink in the bathroom because you was listening to Laird Farmer 73's podcast. I'm joking, but it's the truth. You would get your butt up and you would turn right back around. You would rather be late for work then leave your cell phone at home or leave your wallet at home, because it's going to be a miserable, miserable, horrible day. And for some of us, it may mean you have a conversation on your hands when you get home if your significant other find that phone or find that wallet with those receipts in it of things you've been purchasing you ain't had no business purchasing. See, I'm being a little naughty, but I'm trying to keep it real. The main point is here, do not leave your house without your bug out bag. So I'm going to do the best I can to show you a few things that I just set up here. There's my major bug out bag. That's bug out, bug out. Here's my, where'd it go? Here's my, this is my just get out of here bag. That's now my EDC. That's my hiking bag. But I'm telling you right now, we're going to discuss right now, even if you don't, because a lot of people going to start that. Please don't start that. Even if you don't celebrate the holidays, you're going to have to deal with the repercussions of the people that do. You're going to be on the road. Say you just going back and forth to the store. We can all feel the crunch right now. You cannot go in any grocery store and just get in, get your loaf of bread, and get out. No, you're going to be waiting in lines because everybody is waiting to cook for this upcoming holiday. Things have already changed. The parking lots are full. The traffic is crazy already. We got Black Friday sales coming, and everybody is starting to set up their tents and everything already. And it's weeks away. So do me a favor and let me know by show of hand how many people have not set up their doggone bug out bag yet. Now, you know what? Normally I'm like, to each his own. But you know what? A lot of y'all got children. A lot of y'all got babies. A lot of you got elderly family members that's riding with you. And I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to be honest, and I know you might not care for what I got to say, but it's totally, utterly irresponsible of you to leave the house without some form of safety. When I say safety, I mean you need food. Don't leave out your house to get on the road. Right now, even if you don't plan on traveling far, you just going back and forth to work, you got 5-10 miles to go, right? Put that doggone bug out bag in your car. I've told you all the stuff. After this video, I'm going to put the video of how we made the whole bug out bag experience that we've done this season. What should be going in your bug out bag? How should you pack it? All of that stuff. How heavy should it be? Okay. We're going to talk about refrigeration. You're going to need some sort of refrigeration inside your car. Okay. Depending on how far you're going. You're going to need some blankets, some cover. No matter how far you're going, it's certain things that's universal that you're going to need. Okay. So, how many people, show of hands, have not got their bag yet? Jake, I see Jake saying you haven't yet. If you have not got your supplies together for a rough winter, because we're dealing with winter. My hometown, I was there and it was warm in my hometown a couple of weeks ago, and they got snow yesterday. See, while I'm sitting here basking in the sun, you know, my family back home is shoveling snow. So a lot of us here today in the Greenhouse Lounge is in northern places, and you're even in southern and western places that don't normally get snow and cold, like last year in Texas. Texas got their butt spanked last year by Mother Nature. Mother Nature put Texas on punishment last year. They got several ice storms, several snowstorms, several floods, you name it. They got several of them. It wasn't just one. Texas looked like Detroit last year, right? How many people dealt with that? How many people were in Texas last year and you wasn't ready for that? How many people how many Texans do I got in here? Grace Gine said, I ordered, let me see, I could do this now. Grace Gine said, I ordered that heating blanket that you did a video on 2 years ago. Plug it up to your cigarette lighter. There you go. There you go. Okay, let me see. Okay, we got Dallas in the house. Okay, who is this? EVODZ. All right. Shy Jim Dropper. I'm trying to see how many other Texans I got in the house right now. Okay, so I'm just gonna tell you right now. I'm in Columbia, South Carolina, so it's fairly tropical here, and it's pretty warm, like 98% of the year here. We don't get much cold. When it get cold, it leaves fairly quickly, but that's one thing that I don't have to deal with anymore. The funny part is, over the last 2 years, last year we got snow too. It killed my avocado tree. Last year, our ice hung around for over 24 hours. Texas, from what I saw, y'all snow and ice hung in there for a few days. I couldn't believe it. Whether it was melting or not, it hung in there for a few days. So let's get right into it. Do you have any questions whatsoever? Oh, let me put the link. Let me remember how to put the dang on link in here. It was an easy way to do it. There we go. I got it. I'm going to put the link in here. And if you have a question for me pertaining to our holiday travel safety, or your bug out bags, or your winter gear, it's winter, family. And we need to know about that right now. So if you have a question pertaining only, because I'm the garden thing right now, we on another level right now. Okay, we're gonna do a gardening session, but right now we need to get everybody ready because these holidays is rolling around and they're remembering to bring grandma's gifts, but they're not remembering to keep themselves safe to get to grandma's house. Okay, so let me see what we got. So I'm putting my link in the chat. So if you do have any questions on what you should be bringing or not, it's wide open. The floor is open for you. Okay. So now, until somebody feel like coming on in here, I'm going to tell you this. Which one should you take? If you've been doing this properly, you should have had your major bug out bag, your EDC, everyday carry bag, and a normal hiking bag, the get back and forth bag. When you built one bug out bag, you don't stop. Okay. So let me see. Is this a vehicle bug out bag only? I'm not. Well, let me see. I'm not sure what your question means. Listen, let's not get. I get where you're coming from, but let's not get caught up in titles of the bag. Let's just call it right now your bug out bag, okay? Because a lot of people take that and it gets weird. You know you need food, water, clothing, things to make a quick shelter. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to stick with that right now. So it doesn't have to be so specific. Okay, I got a question here. Suzanne says, question, can gas be stored out in unheated shed? Yes, it can. Remember, the gas stations ain't heated. So yes. Now, I would refrain from leaving your gas can outside because humidity, well, I don't care if it's sealed or not, humidity and condensation, of your can sitting out there and swelling up and drawing in, swelling up, all that condensation does draw water, and you will have water in your fuel. And when it rains, some of that water leaks down in. I don't care how sealed your can is, some of that water leaks into your can. If you leave it out there long enough, you will see the water, and then pour all the gas in another bucket, you can see the water floating at the top. Eco Neighbor, my man, what's going on, brother? It's good to see you, man. Good to see you. Okay, let me see if I got any more questions. Okay, Phyllis Brooks says, let me back up here. Let's get back to Phyllis Brooks. Okay, Phyllis Brooks says Dallas is like New York and Houston. Wait, Dallas is like New York and Houston is like Florida. I went from Houston to Dallas, about 4-hour drive for Thanksgiving, and I was not prepared. I had to purchase winter clothing. Scary, very scary. I'm glad I caught that. That's very scary. All right. No, Lorna, right now that doesn't have anything to do with surviving on these roads right now. I'm going to do a whole new session on that. As a matter of fact, I got a lot of stuff to show you as far as that. Okay. Matter of fact, after this session, I'm going to go over to Hood Tech 73 and we'll talk tech, and I'll tell you all that I have to tell you about an e-bike. Okay. So everybody get yourselves in gear. Let me see. Let me see. I have a Jay Webb says I have a bug out bag for each member in the household as well as buckets. Since the title is travel safety, just asking if the video is mainly for bug out bags in car. Like I said, we ain't gonna get that detailed on the titles. This is just about staying safe. You on point, Jay Webb. This is about staying safe. The winter is here. Fall. I don't know where fall fell. Winter is here. And this is just about whether you got enough equipment to be moving around. Power outages is happening more often right now. And what are you going to do, especially my people in the north, and you got snow and ice outside? Do you have heaters? Do you have those electric blankets that I was talking about every year that plug up into your 12-volt generator? Do you have a solar power generator? Do you have fold out solar panels for your vehicle? That stuff is important. You know, this is 2023. I told you I'm in 2023, y'all in 2022. I done warped to the future. But nevertheless, hey, the way we've been doing things all these years, that's being thrown by the wayside. Let me see what we got here. May L. Simmons said, any advice on what to have for traveling from Miami to Seattle by plane? Now, yes, you know what? I can advise this. I've been flying a lot lately. If you're flying, you're at the mercy of the airlines. It's not much you can do. Now, when it comes to, that's a great question, May, and I was going to touch on that. When it comes to flying and prepping, it's almost impossible, because I had to throw away a couple of things at the airport that I had on me that I didn't find threatening at all, but they did. And some of that stuff is to their discretion. What goes in what bag? What goes in the bag, your carry-on, versus what goes in the bag in your check-in? Big deal, big difference. And as far as your prepping items, certain foods can't be transferred because certain plants can't be transferred, certain foods, certain items they won't let you do, certain liquids. So when it comes to prepping from one area to another, you know, they're not going to allow it. Let me see. So that's an excellent question. That was excellent. Okay. Alita says, everyone, Alita, Alita, my friend, I'm not sure what you said, but I got to be honest with you, my friend. I had to take you out of here because your thumbnail was so offensive that I don't even know what it said. But that's a discussion we had a while back about some of our names and some of our thumbnails for to represent ourselves. You need to think on that a little bit slicker than that. Unfortunately, I'm sorry to say, but you know, it might be funny to you, but it's very offensive to the masses. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't. I'm not even gonna read what you said. Okay. Sorry about that, you guys. Like I said, some stuff, y'all, we grown. We should all be adults. Some thumbnails, man. Some things you want to call yourself, we need to really think about it. Because you might come into a room where we're talking about saving our lives, and you know, that's what we got. Okay, we got Alina waiting in the room right now. Come on in, Alina. You ready? I only see the top of you. Oh, I see you. Okay, we're gonna bring Alina in the room and let's see what we got to see what we got going on. All right, come on in. How you doing? Wait. Let me bring you over here. There
Hi.
we go. I can barely see you.
Um, I'll find the light.
Oh, we can see you. Okay, there you go. There you go. How you doing today? Welcome to the Greenhouse Lounge.
Thank you. It's not the first time.
Okay, okay. What you got going on?
Well, I was wondering for how long it is safe
Mhm.
to keep gas in
Okay,
in a container in a garage, for example,
okay. Um, are you talking about long-term storage, like for years, plural, or just over the winter?
over the winter.
Over the winter, it should be just fine. For one good year, it should be fine. I'm gonna say this. If you plan on storing fuel for any length of time that's going to stay inside of your lawnmowers, your motorcycles, all of your smaller vehicles, please go get non-ethanol gas and put in those vehicles so that doesn't gum up and lock your engine up. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. But as far as long-term storage, I know there's a lot of additives that you can add to your gasoline. I don't deal with them at all. All I do,
I don't want to mess it up with it.
yeah,
No,
you
that's much about it.
right. It should be fine for a good year. But for the most part, what I do is I just keep cycling it out. You know, if I have, which I do store gasoline. But what I do every good 60 days or so, I will take that can of gasoline, put it in my vehicle, and then take the gas can, fill it up with fresh gas. Putting all of those additives and storage things in my gasoline, that's a waste of money to me. And I know a lot of people, it was misconstrued how I said it before, but it's just a waste of money. Why would you spend all that money on a gas additive instead of just recycling your fuel? Look how much money you save. So that's
I'm
what I do.
looking at the worst case scenario. I'm in Philly,
Okay.
so and we
Yeah.
do get some snow, so
Yeah. Yeah.
and power outages in my neighborhood, pretty, it's not normal, but
Right.
it's a regular thing.
But it's coming. So I totally understand. I will say this, if it's just going to be over this winter, I wouldn't worry about it too bad.
And then just use it up.
Yep, just use it. And if you feel that, say you forgot and it's been in the garage maybe a little over a year, go ahead and try to use it. Use it, put it in your vehicle and let it burn out your vehicle, your engine. burn that out pretty good, okay?
Yeah.
But
So the most expensive gasoline that I can get, right?
mm, you know what? I'm going to say what I do.
Yeah.
I just get regular unleaded, the cheap stuff.
Okay.
And the only reason I'm saying I'm telling you what I do, and I have never ever had a problem with it.
Okay.
That's
I
to
went
eat.
in the wrong direction. That's how much I know about gasoline.
Thank you for that. Thank you so much, Alina.
Thank you. It's
All
a
right.
pleasure to see you.
Yes, thank you. It's a pleasure to see you too. Thanks for stopping by. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye.
Everybody give Alina give Alina some props. She came in here and she had some good questions for us. I'm glad we could help you out. Anybody else got the question? Let me put the link back in here just in case anybody else wanted to stop on in. And that was awesome. I see how this StreamYard can be addictive, but I want to use it effectively. So, any questions on what you should have in your bug out bag? Any winter travel safety questions whatsoever? I'm trying to keep this live stream fairly short, so I want to just get straight to it. Okay, Shy Jim Dropper says the best place to buy electric blankets. What I'm going to also do after the video, after we're done with the video, I'm going to upload all of the links for all of the stuff in my bug out bags, everything. Okay, so you can go right to it, get right to it, so you don't have to ask any questions or anything. Okay, so that's I have that for you. Okay, what's a good price for electric blankets? That's really not a question. What's a good price? That's a preference. When it comes to what kind you want, there is not just one kind of electric blanket. There's the electric blankets. Let me show you something. There's the electric blankets that's as thin as this tarp. There's electric blankets that feel like this and they got the wool or the cotton inside and fancy like this. And these are the ones I got that look like this. That's because if they're thick like this, what I found is the thin ones use up more power because they're constantly trying to keep the heat inside of it. The little wires inside, constantly that little heater wire stay on. Where when you get one of those big, thick electric blankets, it doesn't have to work so hard. The electricity doesn't have to work so hard because this thick down and everything is doing its natural job keeping you warm. That electric is just that's that extra boost, and it doesn't drain your solar power generator nearly as fast. Okay, so I like to stick with the thicker ones, but that's again your preference. Okay, that's totally your preference. Now let me see what we got here. Um, Let me get back over here, you guys. Here's the link. It's gardening time. Here's the link right here. I just put it back in. I'm gonna try to keep putting that link in. What's up, learning to grow my own? I'm just now seeing you, brother. Okay. Any other questions? Let me go back up a little bit. Hey, Lady Dagger Status, how you doing today? TLC in the garden, Crafty Mom's creation, big sister, as you keep throwing that around. Let me see. Okay, all right. Let me see. Can say okay. Found another heated blanket, dirt cheap store. I also bought from Amazon the heating wire patch to keep in car in case I need it with my jackery. All right. Okay. There you go. Now that's what we're here to do. I wanted to see some kind of, I'm looking for action. I want to see, are you ready? Are you really getting it done? Okay, here we go. Here we go right here. This is a good one. Peaches Rodriguez says, what about carrying a battery pack on airlines? That's an absolute no. I'm going to tell you right now, I had a little Energizer pack that I introduced to everybody a while back. I had to get rid of it. Either get rid of it or rent out one of those lockers that's going to cost you $50 per day. I had to get rid of it because it was actually cheaper to get rid of it than to try to hang on to it. When it comes to electronics, they're not playing around with lithium batteries at all. They're not playing around with it. So be careful. If you're, I'm going to say this. Can I tell you this? True story. Since we were flying, I flew from Myrtle Beach to Detroit. Once I got to my hometown, I pretty much had a budget of money that I'm going to buy some things that I need. I'm not going to be walking around my city and just all willy-nilly, empty-handed. You know, I'm make it as a target. No, no. I purchased things that I'm going to need in the wow, that's getting really dark. Hold on. I purchased things that I'm going to need for my situation. And actually, here's the crazy part. I left them. I left them there because I did not want to be walking around the city empty-handed and as a target, but I also knew that there is some stuff that yeah, I got to leave behind. So I went around to my family and I gave away, bare essentials and things that I know I'm going to need. Okay. Any other questions? I'm going to put this link back in. I can barely see my screen right now. I don't know what the deal is. Hold on. Let me see if I can brighten this up. This is insane. There we go. I don't know. The automatic thing just kicked me way down. All right. Now we good to go. Here's the link again, just in case you wanted to come in, ask any questions. You don't have to come in. Let me see. Mad Kyle says battery packs can't be higher than 2,000 megahertz. I found 20,000 megahertz. So, like I said, do you want to take that gamble? Carbon Q is in the house. Hey, Carbon Q, welcome, my sister. Good to see you in here. We're just in here talking about traveling for this safety, the holiday safety, the winter safety. This is what we're doing, and we got to figure out what our next move is going to be, or we're going to be out in the cold. And I know it's a lot of people. I get a lot of people that says, oh, well, the Lord will provide. I keep getting that a lot. The Lord will provide. Yes, he will. Yes, he will. But you got to get his attention. You got to get his attention. If you're trying to catch the bus, that bus is going to help you get exactly to your destination. If you're trying to catch a cab, and that cab is going to get you right to your destination, if you're just standing on the street like this, do you think that cab is going to stop? If you're not standing at the bus stop, do you think that bus is going to stop just because you're standing in the sidewalk like this? No. You got to, sometimes even when you standing at the bus stop, hey, I'm over here. I'm trying to catch the bus. That bus, he passed you by right when you get half the block. Like, dang, that dude wanted to get on. God ain't no different. You got to let him know you need help. You got to let him know that you need to get to your destination. Because if you don't do nothing, if you don't make no moves, you ain't making no moves in your life, he might just keep on walking like, okay, she seemed pretty good. She seemed like she got it all together. Ain't no reason to stop here and help her. He seemed like he got it going on. No reason to stop and help this young man. He got it going on. Okay. Well, this is how I think. If I know good and well, I know I need God's help, but he ain't gonna think you need no help if you don't cry out to him, meaning show, look, I need some help. You got to put in some work. You got to keep working at it. You got to keep chipping away at it so he can hear you. If you don't call out to the Father and ask for help, he gonna think you good. He gonna think you good. I go over and help this person that I know needs some help. That person down there screaming. If you standing there and you need help from the police, and a girl down the block is screaming, help me, my house on fire. Your house on fire too. The police will ride right past you at high speed to get to the person down there flaring their arms around, screaming, I need help. If you don't put in no work, he ain't gonna know that you need no help. So it's people out there sitting out there saying, oh, God will provide, just like you at that out there waiting on that cab. How many cabs gonna pass you by? How many buses gonna pass you by just sitting on the sidewalk like this? You got to be out there putting in some work and letting the Father know you need some help. So I'm going to say that, yes, God will provide, but you got to let him know you putting in some kind of work so he can help you. Let me see. That's how I think of things. All right. So let me see. So any questions whatsoever? We're at 37 minutes and I'm going to get on out of here because it seemed like nobody got any questions. That means you're ready. You're ready for this holiday season. You got food in your car. You got water. You got a way to. Lady Led is gone right now. I'm going to release a short video of me loading her car for her. I made sure she had everything in her car that we normally have when we're together. Refrigeration, solar power, food, water, blanket, clothing, every essential you need, things to start fire, things to cook in. This bag right here, let me back up because I want to show you guys how this right here. This bag right here has almost everything in it that I have in my major bug out bag. This one is almost 50 pounds. This one is like 30, but it has almost everything in it for a safety situation that I have in here. Not all the shovels in here. I got fold up shovels instead of main shovels. This one has blankets, tents, tarps, everything I need. Water inside, water pouch inside, water bladder inside. Everything you need. First aid. Do not leave your house without first aid. You should have a first aid kit that never even comes out of your car. Not just your bug out bag. You should have a first aid kit in your vehicle, all of your vehicles at all times, no matter what. All my motorcycle riders out there, I know you cool and everything. I get it. At least keep a first aid kit. I hear people say, Led, where's your helmet? Where's your helmet, Led? I get it. But at least keep a first aid kit. Let's not be all the way dumb, Keep a first aid kit everywhere. All right. Let me see what we got here. I want to say welcome to everybody in the Greenhouse Lounge just came in. Angela says, I have water bottles in a small cooler. Me and my kids, cargo bags. There you go. There you go. I'm going to tell you another thing. Don't sleep on that's what I meant to go get. those battery chargers, don't sleep. Go get you one of those instant chargers for your battery, because sometimes you'll leave your refrigerator plugged into your lighter in your car. It'll drain your battery if you don't catch it in time. And that bump starter just starts your car right up. I'm going to put that in here too, because it can also be used as a power source, not just a battery jump box. Let me see what we got here. Shah Jim Dropper say, should we have a fire extinguisher in each and every one of our vehicles? Yes, you should. And I'm going to say this too. If there are new fire extinguishers, if anybody aren't familiar with, they're like spray cans. They're just like normal, like aerosol spray cans, lot smaller. And if you didn't even want to go that far, take you some baking soda and put in your car, keep in your car, because that douses all kinds of fires. Do not try to put out certain fires with water. You would just make things worse. Yes, the NOCO Boost, that's what I have. Yes. Let me see. Let me see what we got here. Okay, Can says, Carbon, I didn't think a tarp. I have trash bags, but going to get them out. Let me tell you something. In every single bag, I have a tarp, because you can do everything with tarps. You're not going to be able to take a tent everywhere. That's something Lady Leah got, though. She got a tent with her right now. But you're not going to be able to take a tent everywhere. And I got the tarp. I got one of my tarps here that I use in the yard all the time. My other tarps are inside of my bags. Those, and I showed y'all that when I put the video up of me building my bug out bags, you'll see my tarp inside my bag. And I got a lot of pushback from that, but I was like, y'all don't know about them tarps. You got to get on with them tarps, because your tent is going to always weigh way more than a tarp. I got a 2-man tent. It weighs way more than a tarp, and it's light as a feather. Let me see what we got here. So yeah, that was good, Can and Carbon Q. Definitely keep that tarp on hand at all times. Let me see. Robert Johnson's. Wait, let me get back here. Where'd you go, Robert? You had something good. There you go. Robert Johnson says, be sure that your fire extinguisher is not too old, whether in the house or car. And you know something else that very right, Robert. And you know what else affects your fire extinguishers? The weather. When it gets super cold, I don't know if you've ever shot a fire extinguisher. When I was a nurse, that was one of the things we had to do. We always had to do training on using the fire extinguishers and everything else, safety escape routes for the patients and the staff. And certain ones, if they're in a place that's so cold, they act different. They come out thicker and they don't spread as well. So that was my own personal experience. That's not set in stone, and that don't say the one I was dealing with was right or up to code, but that's the experience I got. Let me see. So I have tons of tarp. Let me see. Susan Ray says, I have tons of tarps. I need to put one in my car. Yes, and keep it there. Okay. Exception to the rule says I have the spray can. That thing is awesome. I like those, and I've been thinking about investing in the spray can fire extinguishers. They're a lot smaller and they hold just as much stuff. Okay. But that baking soda, somebody just said it too. Thanks to the reminder about that baking soda. That baking soda is everything. If it wasn't for baking soda, I'd have burnt my whole house down. This been about 2 or 3 years ago. I'd have burnt my whole house down if I didn't have baking soda, because it was a grease fire. Why did I leave nursing? Politics. Anybody in the medical profession, tiny space, big food, anybody in the nursing profession or the medical profession knows that the politics of the things that they want you to do aren't always moral. And I don't want to go to sleep with that kind of conscience of something that I had to do that's totally immoral. I got to live with myself. Once I punch out, I still got to go to sleep and live with myself. Carbon Q say, live from 73. They have a ball. They have a ball that extinguishes fire. You throw it into the fire and step back in case it blows. What? What? Okay, I'm looking for that tonight. I'm looking for that tonight. That sounds dope. Okay, thank you, Carbon Q. I will be looking for that. Phyllis says, do you suggest carrying a bug out bag if you use public transportation? Absolutely. Absolutely. That means if something happens to your public transportation, because I know just by growing up like everybody else, you might miss that last bus. And if you're anything like me, that cab ain't picking you up in certain neighborhoods, if you dig what I'm saying. You better figure something out. So absolutely. Now, will somebody want it? Probably. But I'd rather have it than not. Because once they open that bug out bag and all they see is cans of sardines, Spam, and rope, and they're going to be like, what the hell was this dude, Spider-Man? Batman? They want some money. They looking for computers and wallets and stuff. And no, you're going to get a whole bunch of fishing line and matches and stuff. Let me see what we got. All right. Enterprises said, I'm late, but people froze to death here in Texas. I had boiling hot water, making steam all day and night, and a gas stove. Salt will put out the grease fire as well. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. But you are right. Some people died in that Texas cold. People died in there. Let me see what we got here. Karen L says, late to the party. Hi, everyone. Spray fire extinguisher. You never heard of it. Sounds like a great product. We need to look into it. And the one that Carbon Q just talked about. I really want to know about this ball, this fire extinguisher ball. Shay Jim Dropper says CPR skills. All your skill set should be tuned up no matter what when it comes to saving a life. Because when you're traveling down that road, you're not going to find anybody around. It's not going to be like, thank you, Carbon Q, for everybody that's looking for, oh, where did you go? You moving fast, Carbon. For everybody looking for that link for the ball fire extinguisher, the Carbon Q just said, I think this is the link right here. So you can check that out. And let me see what we got. Okay. Happy Max says Eli fire extinguisher ball. That's what it's called. Okay. Let me see. Paper maps. Keep you a map. That should be in your bug out bag for whatever area you in. And a whole state. Now, you need a city, state, and a United States map in your bug out bag. What did somebody say? Turf therapy? What? Where my brother at? Oh, snap. What's going on, man? Yeah, learn to use a compass. Learn to use a compass. I'm telling you, it'll save your life. Learn to use a compass. Okay? This is how, whether you got one on your wrist, you got it in your wallet, those little ones, the whistle, even if it's jewelry, keep that compass somewhere. I don't leave without this. And I was like at the airport, like, man, please. I was begging them. I was like hoping, please, oh Lord, don't make them have me get rid of my compass, because I might have to stay home. So, okay. All right, Turf. I see you, brother. Let me see. I'm going to put the link back in. Any other questions whatsoever? I got the link up here for you. Everybody, welcome Turf Therapy in the house. I ain't seen my man. He had me worried. Karen says, yeah, because we haven't all learned to read the stars. And what if it's cloudy? Oh, got you. Yeah. What do you think about having flares in the car? That's not even a question. I do think you should have flares in the car, or you should have some light source. I wish I could run out to my car and get this thing that I wanted to show you. You should have some kind of SOS. If anything, one of your solar power generators got this. Okay? You should have something out there that can blink. Something to deter people and something to attract people. Let me see what we got here. So definitely yes. Okay, say I went to the store in that freezing storm in Texas and I watched so many people that didn't even know how to walk on ice. People was falling and I couldn't help but laugh. But you know something? That's a real thing though. That's a real thing. If you're not used to that, you know, what you gonna do? Okay, let me see. Here we go. So every state has a state-funded tourist site. You can get a free state map courtesy of your tax dollars. Yeah, but it's just getting to that place that that is usually the problem. Those places like that are usually like welcome centers and stuff like that. That's on the outskirts off of the highway and stuff like that. If you're in the middle of the city, you might kind of be screwed, you know. All right, we in 51 minutes, y'all. We about to wrap this up. And I am going to go over to Hood Tech and we're going to do the same StreamYard deal. I got to get used to this. And we're going to be talking about generators and e-bikes. I got them and I'm ready to talk about them. So let me see what we got here. I've been walking on ice. I walked on ice most of my life. So, all right. You know what was weird to me? Okay, this is I got a question for y'all. Because I remember in school when I was in like junior high, I'm outspoken, clearly, but it's certain things that I be too scared to look stupid in front of people, so I didn't ask. Right? Sometimes I feel like that's what's going on here on YouTube. I'm going to tell you this. Like people won't ask, but then they'll flood me with emails and I can't get to hundreds of emails. And I feel bad when I finally come across the email that's like 5 or 6 months old. Like me and my husband are about to go to da. And should I do this or should I do that? And by then it's too late. I'm going to say this. Please put your question in the comments. The email, I just really handle business through the emails. Your comments is where I see stuff at. And those important questions like that get missed because you got to look at it. If you're getting hundreds of emails every day or every week, on top of all the spam and the garbage mail, it get lost. And your questions are important to me. So I've even had somebody like, oh, that's how you feel? You ain't trying to answer people back and da. And I'm like, what? What are you talking about? This is just recently too. What are you talking about? Oh, I see you all high and mighty now. You got numbers behind you. What are you talking about? I'm just seeing this. It's like 4 or 5 months old. And I just so happen to land on that. So it's not that I'm doing nobody bad. It's just easier for me to come and get at y'all in them comments. So please don't be scared. My point was don't be scared to ask no question. Please don't. Please don't. I do my best to answer it. But if you don't ask questions and you go out into this world and you know good and well, it's people in this chat right now that know more how to get around this mess than you do. If you ain't asking no questions, you're going to get yourself in a world of hurt. It's people on that highway last year that got stuck on that highway. Some of them didn't make it off that highway. Not because they were sick, not because they got in an accident. They didn't make it off that highway because they were not prepared. And I don't want to see that happen to anyone. Let me see. Hold on a second. Hold on, y'all. How the hell did that happen? Oh, thank you, Carbon Q. Thank you. Thank you. I see you got them. Thank you. So I was heading out of here anyway. If there is no questions, if there is no questions, say, okay, let me see real quick. Mary Grow with me says, my daughter went to my sister's house in Texas one summer, and she said that Texas was hot. She was not used to the climate. Yes, it is hot. Where you guys must be from up north. Yeah, it's hot down here. Let me see. Lady Dagger Status says, I'm getting spikes for your I am getting spikes for your sneakers to make walking in snow and ice easier. They are rubber and fold up. I was just about to say, don't do that until you see a rubber and fold up. Okay. I was about to say, don't get like no golfing shoes. That make it worse. That make it worse. What's going on, M4 Barbecue? So, okay. Let me see. Lorna Gant says, I think I didn't ask the full question about the e-bike and taking it on a long trip in case of an emergency. Oh, yes, I do. And I'm going to talk about I will go outside, but it's about to get dark because I'm going to talk about e-bikes in the future. I don't know if you guys been watching all the reports lately on them literally putting a stop to making gasoline engines. I just said this in another live the other day. They're literally putting a stop and banning gasoline engines, not just small engines, big ones. They're urging everybody that has anything to do with transportation to fully go electric. And in a minute, these e-bikes we're not going to call them bikes anymore. I promise you. You see how if we do, it's going to be just for a novelty. You see how show my baby on there. You see how we still call these a phone? We still call these phones, right? This is a computer with a phone in it. This thing is a computer with a phone in it. It's not just a phone anymore, but we still call them phone. And I think that play on words messes us up. We do everything with this. In a minute, that's what those bikes are going to be. I have that scooter that I showed you guys. That thing goes 45 miles an hour, right? 45 miles an hour on a scooter. These bikes go 30 miles an hour on a battery. So yes, definitely, I would definitely suggest taking your e-bike with you on a long trip. And I'm going to show you the carriage rack that I have on the back of my RV. I'm going to literally show you in a video the carriage rack that I have. It folds down. You can set your bike on that or buy the bike racks themselves. I don't really care for them. I had them a long time ago. And the reason why I don't do the bike rack is because that's all you can do with it is put a bike on it. So I'm going to get to show you my carriage rack that I strap my bikes onto. Okay. So if that's it, you guys, we are at an hour. We have 59 minutes. I want to say thank you for coming in. Wait a minute. Oh, at minute 59, right when I looked down, right when I looked down, oh, everybody, give a warm round of applause for this missing legend. It's like we done found a Yeti, like we done found Bigfoot. We done mess around and found all of the treasures, King Solomon's mine. Welcome Turf Therapy in the building, y'all. Everybody been looking for him. Give a round of applause.
What's going on, man?
Turf Therapy. Big Daddy as they call him. What's going on, brother?
How you doing, man?
Man, I'm here, man. I'm just trying to make sure the people is good, man.
Hey, you doing a good job, man.
Man,
this is when this is when the worst happens. He catch you slipping, you know.
That's right.
So, yeah.
Right. And I'm gonna tell you guys this: if don't nobody know, this man is in the military as we speak, and if he knows we need to stay tight, nobody knows. He's in the middle of this stuff. Okay. So for everybody that's new here, this is my brother Turf Therapy. This man right here knows what he's talking about when it comes to getting ourselves together, and he's living it as we speak. Okay.
Appreciate that, lad.
Man,
nah, I mean, you hit everything. Y'all hit everything. Y'all hit everything tonight, man. I just want to stress to people: learn how to read a map.
Oh my God!
Once you learn how to read a map, revisit it. It is a perishable skill. Learn how to use that compass. Learn how to use a protractor. Stop being so reliant on that computer in your hand. It'll get you caught up.
Right.
And then another thing, your pace count, because you need to revisit your pace count because your stride changes over time.
Exactly.
Those are some critical things just getting from A to B. And I think I saw Eco say it, because of those computers, write down those important numbers.
That's right.
Because very rarely, we're not even dialing numbers anymore.
Right.
I know me. I know about 4 numbers by heart, and those are really only ones I need because I know them by heart. But other than that, y'all had some gems in here tonight. I hope y'all took notes. Hope y'all took notes.
And thank you. And I'm gonna add on to that. I'm gonna piggyback onto that and say, even before you learn how to read a map, family, learn north from south, east to west. You got to know that.
Yeah.
Okay. Even on a cloudy day, is ways to tell your north from your south, your east from your west. Because if you don't know that, your map might not do you too much good anyway.
Yeah. You gotta be able to find north.
That's right. If you
gotta
don't
be able to find north.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So definitely.
Yeah.
My man in the building, man. It's good to see you, bro. Come on home, man. Stop playing.
Hey, I got 2 years. I'll be back. 2 years.
Ooh,
it's been a year. That's crazy, right? It's been a little over a year. I got here about a year and 10 days ago.
Wow. It don't even seem like you've been gone that long.
Time flies.
Yeah, who you telling? Don't even get me started, man. Jay Hendricks says true north, right?
Yeah.
Learn that. It's more important than y'all know.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, because you'll have your map north, and then your compass will give you your true north. But
exactly.
Just start with the basics, like Led said.
Start with the basics.
You learn how to read the map first. A lot of people don't. It's a perishable skill, and it's a law skill. It's like they don't teach cursive and they don't teach script in school anymore.
Right.
That's something you got to get back to. You can't even read the most important document, the original one, because you're not being taught it in school. So just return back to some of these basics, and you'll be in a good place.
You know something? You're right, and it's something we don't think about as OGs. Really, is this generation is being born? They've never been without this.
That's it. It's been tied to the hip.
This in the last 25, good 30 years. They were being born. They don't even know what life is like without this.
That's true.
So we got to look at, some of us need to be retrained or refreshing course, but some of us, you need to start from ground one and get that thing going. right?
Yeah, I saw Lil Lad. He was using a rotary phone. I think, I think he figured it out though. He figured it out.
No. I'm gonna tell you this.
Okay.
I had to edit all of that out because the video was long. All right,
He was struggling.
the video was really long because he was like this at first, like no. So I didn't want to make my boy look that damn stupid.
Right.
So
I got you.
edited out the whole beginning calamity. We coached him a little bit through it, like which one is, how do you dial it, and we cut out all that. But trust me, he didn't have a clue.
I think my generation, people of my age, are in the cusp of like where we had rotary phones, we had typewriters, then we got computers in the home, had AOL dial-up, used to get the little disc, so you can get your minutes on it. We had chat rooms. Then we had what's that thing called? MySpace. You know what I mean? So I've gotten a little bit of the old school, and then I got plenty of the new school. So I'm in a unique position to be able to bridge that gap. But for the ones who were born, I can't believe I'm about to say this, after Y2K forward,
it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. They have no idea how to function without these things. For instance, I was born in a time where this is one thing that I miss. I love taking a bunch of pictures, right? I love taking a bunch of pictures. I do it for a living now. But I'm gonna tell you this: there was nothing more precious than having only 12 shots or 18 to 19 shots on that roll of film that cost you $20. So you better make it good, right? You better have your pose right. You just didn't go chick.
Nah, you wasn't just flicking it up. No, then you got to take them to go get developed.
Damn right.
You know, I remember when get your photos back in the same day was like the hotness. That's when disposable cameras,
24-hour photo. Yeah, 24-hour photo. Yeah. That was serious. And now
TLC said you get them developed and they were trash. That's funny.
Right. And then you're like, oh. And after you done taking your pictures, you better put them in that little tube, that little black tube, because you don't want the film to get messed up.
Yeah.
See, all of that means you're taking precious care. And I'm gonna say this for all my younger generation. That's why your grandmother's and your father's pictures was so precious, and you got them hanging on your wall. I want you to think about this for a minute, okay? Those pictures was precious of your dad, you know, hold on to his wife, and they taking a picture like this or something, a real pose. Nobody's going to hang our pictures, this new generation pictures, on the wall. Because you're like, nobody, we're not even taking pictures of quality of things that you even want remembered anymore. Right. We're just taking pictures because there's nothing else to do. Selfies.
Right. Yeah. And all of them in the bathroom. I know the bathroom to every club, hotel, and restaurant on the east side of the world.
Right. And that's what it is. Bathroom pictures. Somebody dirty drawers hanging from the towel rack. You forgot.
I know what your whole bathroom look like. Look, that's the same tube of toothpaste. It's been there in the last 50 photos. You don't brush your teeth. That Listerine bottle will move in 3 months.
Exactly. And that's the same towel and rag and the same drawers still hanging from the same towel rack 2 months ago. Like, and you trying to look cute. Yeah, you got it. But yeah, man, it's good to see you, brother.
It's good to see you too, man. I just wanted to hop on here real quick. You know, I was up, rare occasion. I'm up. It's not that late right now. It's 10:30. So,
before we go, how's the crew?
Oh, we doing good, man. We doing good. Little Turf. He is almost 1 year old. He's still running the show. I just laid him down.
Cause you look a little sleepy, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Old lady, I always look sleepy when you got a little one around. I'm always sleepy. Quita, she's doing good.
man,
You know, everybody's happy, man. Everybody's
good,
happy,
man.
and
Good.
no complaints. It's still warm over here, warmer than it should be. You know, this
Right.
weather not right nowhere.
Right.
Um,
Telling people. I
yeah,
keep telling people.
it's shifting.
It ain't right,
Yeah,
man. And
yeah,
it is what it is. And that's why we here. Either you
yeah,
ready or you ain't.
yeah.
You know,
Facts.
get
Facts.
ready for change. Some people don't want to deal with change. Get ready for it because it's coming.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know.
yeah.
But yeah, man. Thank you for stopping by, bro.
Hey, just stop by to show me love real
Man,
quick.
hit
Man.
me up
Thank you for having
anytime,
me.
man.
Yeah,
I'm
of course.
always
Oh,
here.
you saw them notes I sent you?
No.
Well, check your messages.
See, okay.
See, SC State, they making it real nice for me when it comes to retirement, man. I sent you some little changes that's happened over the past year, and I was like, man, look, I could always get my hunting license for free
Right.
in South Carolina because I would get an out of state license because you can get like an active duty discount. But if you go,
Right.
like, it was a little trick to it. My dad, he taught it to me. You do out of state and then boom, you get your license for free. But now retired vets in SC in South Carolina, which is where I plan on retiring, people, fam. You get your hunting license for free. You get 3 deer tags and 3 turkey tags for free each year for disabled vets, which I'll be in that category.
Hey, don't bring up deer.
Oh.
Bring up deer. I got in trouble for that deer video. Don't bring up deer hunting.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Man.
Yeah, property tax. You know, they taking care of you with the property tax. It's South Carolina is on the up and up for retired vets.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if there's any retired vets here in the building. Thank you for your service. I know Veterans Day just passed. And then make sure you getting all your perks. If you just check your state because they changing them overnight. You know they ain't gonna tell you nothing when they handing it out for free. So just check it.
I'm gonna say this to everybody. Now this is turf therapy. This my brother right here, and I'm gonna tell y'all this. For the people to be getting mad at me because I don't answer them right back, this is turf. I told you it'd be that many messages and emails constantly. I've been getting a second phone like a dope dealer. This one is burned up. I'm telling you.
Yeah, nah. If I send Led something and I don't hear from him right back, it's usually a week or so.
You already know.
It's usually a week or so. But if I catch him at the right time and I hit him right and he hit me right back, then I just go ahead and keep going back and forth. Because I mean, we both that way. Because sometimes he'll hit me and then I don't hit him back for about a week myself. So,
and sometimes Lady Led to be like, Turf just sent me this. I'm like, oh, Daddy showed it to you for real. And I dig. Oh, snap, here we go.
Yeah.
So I just wanted everybody to know that. And for the people with the deer video, I even had to change the name of that.
Man, why? Well, you know why? I know why you did it. I was about to be that bad little dude on your shoulder. Like, look, forget him.
No,
leave it up.
Listen,
because I gotta
say this on this show.
Triggers some people, and they still mad at me, and I don't care. I'll leave it right where it's at. I started to turn the comments off, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna leave it.
I'm gonna put this right here on, and if you're on this show, everybody that's watching now is going to get to hear it. That video got more serious than I would have ever expected. Put it like this: I haven't had that much problem since when I had my old homestead. This has been about 13, 15 years ago. Yeah. And I was showing people how to, now I'm half scared to say it, showing people how to process their chickens.
Gotcha.
Y'all all hear me always say, I'll never
feed yourself.
Yeah. How to
show people how to feed themselves.
I'll never show that again. And I'll leave that up to y'all if y'all want to show it. But that deer video, it got that bad.
Yeah.
Those people called me.
I believe it.
Yeah. So
I believe
I'm like, really?
That's where we at right now.
So
that's where
it's like I changed the name, and overnight, instantly, everything changed.
Just slow down.
I kid you not. Like, give me a break.
Wow.
So the title was attracting some of the strangest people, man, and
Yeah.
they was going in. So
Yeah, you don't want that kind of attention.
nah, I don't want that kind of attention, man.
The video was funny though. I enjoyed it. I think a lot of people here enjoyed it. Yeah, they laughed. Like, yeah, they loved it. Yeah, but some people, you know, you can't.
No,
this is what we live in. These are the times
this
that
is what we live in, bro.
Just why I'm gonna go get my 10 to 20 and mind my business.
Amen.
You know,
African dreaming in the house. What's going on, brother?
African dreaming.
Good to see you, man.
Yeah.
But look, I don't want this video to be too long because
I see you've been behaving. Yeah, you've been doing.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
All right, brother.
All right, man. Thank you, Turf, man. Hit me up anytime. You already know.
Of course, man. Thank y'all, Greenhouse Lounge. I'll catch y'all next time.
All right. Thank you, man. Peace.
Peace.
Everybody, thank you for coming by. I'm going to get out of here because I don't want to make this video too long. I hope it was informative. Got my brother Turf in the house. We got African Dreaming, Learning to Grow My Own. We got Carbon Q in the house. We got so many important people in the house today, y'all. I want to say thank you for being here because I need your help. I need your help to spread the message of safety. All of us got to do this. Even if you're not doing it yourself, still be one of the ones that let people know that we got to get ourselves together and stop depending on other people for your safety. Don't be scared. How can you be scared to ask a life-saving question? Don't be so dependent on others to take care of you and your family. I said this in a video before, and I'm going to say it again. When we're depending on other people to take care of our safety, I'm going to tell you this. You know what those people are? Those the people can't wait to lay blame and say, it's their fault. It's their fault we're in this situation. It's their fault that this happened to me. It's their fault. If you don't take action for your own self, I don't want to hear it. Now, if you are ready, you're prepared, and then an adversary came at you and they happen to get one up on you, I got your back 100%. But if you're not doing anything for yourself and then you want to place the blame if this is why this happened to you, we're not going to have a good conversation. So please, everybody, empower yourselves. Get yourselves together. This is how everybody is always talking about the man. But nobody wants to empower themselves, huh? Nobody want to do it. Nobody want to get up and just go get the few items that you need. This stuff don't even cost much. Everybody know this bug out bag, we're nickel and dime it until it looks like this. We're nickel and dime this bag. A $5 axe, a pack of lighters don't cost about $3, yada, yada, yada. Fishing line, $2 or 99 cents. All this stuff you need. Packs of sardines, packs of food, Spam, whatever you plan on eating, get it in there. Water. Family. If you don't start now, just like your garden, everybody looks at other people's garden like, wow, it would take me forever to do that. It didn't take. Every person that got those gardens, every person that's out there and you see those big lush gardens, you see those fruit trees pumping out fruit, they didn't do all of that at one time. Every year they added a tree or two. Every year they extended their garden bed a little bigger, made it a little wider. Another year they added some containers. They didn't accumulate all of this stuff in one sitting. But if you never start, you will never reap your rewards. If you don't never start, you will never get anything accomplished. I'm here to tell you that right now. So I don't know what you're waiting for, but you got to take that first step. Go take that first step and start putting your safety equipment together, because here's the deal, family. I know a lot of you don't believe this, and that's fine, and I can't force it on you. But ain't nothing right out there. The food, the supply chain, the transportation, the air, ain't nothing right out there, man. The laws, your personal safety, your personal safety. Nobody's going to come running to help you. This is a time right now, is worse right now, that in the summertime is bad. If something were to happen, flooding, storms, it's bad. If this happened in the dead of winter, your lights go out, and my northerners, I lived, born and raised in the snow. I know if your lights go out in the snow, you are doomed. Because I know up north we had both. We had gas, water, and electric. See, in the south, everything is electric, damn near. Only thing gas we be having down south is like propane and propane accessories. But for the most part, no matter what, you cannot rely on the system or the grid to be there for you. You better have some sort of backup plan. Everybody jumping in their car. Let me tell you this. Everybody jumping in their car, you won't even change your oil. I didn't say go get a full tune-up and all that. Look, once you get an oil change, they rotate your tires for free in any oil changing place. If you're that responsible for at least doing that much for your vehicle's longevity, you need to be doing this too. Don't get in that car. Now let me stop, because I'm sounding like I'm talking to my daughter, and I'm not. I'm talking to a bunch of grown folks. Dig it? I'm talking to a bunch of grown folks. So I'm going to talk to you as respectfully as I possibly can. You know better. Now if it was one of my babies, don't leave out of here without that bag in the back of this car no more. Now I want to look in the back of this car and not see no bug out equipment or nothing. Because if I see you in the street, I'm going to check you and I'm going to say, let me show me your bag. Everybody know the people that carry that EDC on their hip. We do EDC checks. Let me put your EDCs out on the table. Carbon Q, if you're still in the house, you know how we do it. Let me see you. Let me see what you got. You run into one of your friends. You got your EDC? Heck yeah. You start dumping your pockets. Okay, I'm gonna start running up in the street. You supposed to be having your stuff together. Where's your bug out bag? Where's your everyday carry bag? Where's what? Right? Okay, so I'm not talking to my daughter. I'm talking to my friends. I'm talking to my family. I'm talking to my friends. So how I would talk to my family and my friends, I'm not one of the people that's going to shy down and be like, I ain't going to say nothing. I'm going to let them do what they want. No, I'm going to talk to you like you my friend. Come on, man. You know better than that. That's how I talk to my real friends. Like, man, come on, man. You know better than that, man. I'm going to talk to you about bugging out and keeping yourself prepared the same way I would talk to you if I saw you talking sideways to your old lady, man, call her a whole handful of bitches and stuff. I'm not going to let you do that, man. Come on, man. Don't, man, come on. Don't do that. You ain't have to do that, man. You ain't have to call her all that. I know she ain't doing what you want her to do or acting like she wants that, man. Don't call her all that, though. Then we going to fall out, Give me a break. So, same thing with the bug out bag. I'm just going to tell you, man, come on. We know better than that. Come on. We grown. We supposed to be the ones leading this new generation into this garbage we call the new world. We're supposed to be showing our young folks. We're supposed to be showing them how to move. Huh? How is we showing them how to move and we ain't doing it ourselves? Right? I'm just saying, with all the stuff going on out here, we all need to be practicing our safety game, period. Hands down, no excuses. Our health, same thing. Hands down, no excuses. The most we can do, family, is you got to start somewhere. You got to start somewhere, whether it's your preps, your bag, your weight, your health. We got to start somewhere. You can't keep saying, I'm going to start tomorrow. You can't. You'll never start. You got to do a little bit at a time, okay? So I'm gonna get out of here. With that being said, thank you, everybody. Please spread this message to get yourselves together for these winter months. I'm gonna be coming in hard, hot, and heavy, and I'm gonna stay on everybody's toes about getting yourself together for these winter months. I'm not gonna let up. I'm not letting up. I'm not letting up, because before I go, I'm gonna tell you this, just so you understand how serious this is. I got several emails. It was from 3 people. And I got those emails, and if my integrity wasn't nothing, I would show them to you. Those 3 people are probably here in this room right now, but I'm going to tell you, doing this right here, what we're doing, saved 3 families, because those 3 families watch us all here in the greenhouse lounge, and they watch us all here in the greenhouse lounge, and they left on that day and traveled on that same road that was congested for 3 to 4 days. They survived, and they emailed me. If you are in this house today, you do not have to speak up, but you know who you are. And I want to say thank you so much for emailing me and letting me know that, because it let me know that I'm on the right track. That saved your family. The few little things that we talk about here saved your whole family from that mess. So while everybody else was in peril and people was on that highway dying, these families were sitting there like, what's wrong with everybody? We good over here. They got blankets, they had food, they had water, they had something to pee in, something to poop in. They was good for 3 days, sitting there in this car. Just by listening to us, just by being a part of something good, something positive. So that being said, everybody have a wonderful day. Leah Farmer 73, I love you, and I'm out. I got to figure out how to get up out of here. Oh, okay. End broadcast. I got to remember. I got to stay on top of this. So right now, I'm going to go over and head over to Hood Tech 73. And I know I got a lot of questions about e-bikes and solar power generators. And I'm going to be spilling the beans about a whole bunch of new products. All right. Leah Farmer 73, I love you. Please be safe. Take care of yourself. And I'm out.